morning, everybody. I'm Pam from Old Hippie Homesteaders. We want to thank you for following us and liking and subscribing. This channel didn't start out to be $1 million follower or huge moneymaker. We started the channel because I like to show people how we live out here. And it's so cool that you're all just following. It's just so cool. Anyway, so today I'm going to be making English muffin bread. I got started making this bread probably 30 years ago. I used to be an in-home health provider. I had 11 clients, and one of them insisted that when I went shopping for her, that I would try and find English muffin bread. Well, it's not very easy to find. So we started looking. This client, this patient of mine, was about 94. So she was very disappointed that I could not find that bread. And trust me, I went to every store. I told her, why don't we make our own? And we looked through cookbooks and everything. I looked on the internet when I got home and I found a recipe. And I made it and I brought it over there the next day. She absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. It's just like your English muffins. It's got the little nooks and crannies in it, the little holes and stuff in it. It's crisp, except it's just it's like a piece of toast. And it's really easy to make. So I'm going to make it for you guys today because I've been requested by my men. They'd like some English muffin bread. So I'm going to make 3 loaves, but I'm only going to show you that I'm making the 1 loaf. But I am going to be making 3 to give out. So I don't know what they'd do if I wasn't here. Starve probably. So what you're going to do first is you're going to get a 1/4 cup of very warm water. Not hot, but warm water. So let me get this. So we have an on-demand hot water. So you're going to put it in there. And then you're going to put in 1 tablespoon of honey. And this is our honey. We no longer have bees because they died from the snow. 8 hives we lost. And we got another 14 inches last night on top of the 7 feet. So let me get this out. Trying to get it exactly, but it never works out that way. So you're going to put the honey in with the warm water. And then you're going to be putting in 2 tablespoons of yeast, or 2 packets. Now, I'm out of cornmeal, and I don't know how that happened. I usually dust these loaves with cornmeal. Well, I don't have it. So I'm going to be doing without. I've looked and I've tried to figure out every single thing I can use. And trust me, we've been going through our supplies very quickly since we've been snowed in here. So you're going to mix all this up, the warm water, the honey, and the yeast. Now it's very cold. It's like 20 degrees here. It's probably 60. It's 66 in the house. Okay, so you want to get this all mixed up so there's no lumps. And you're going to set it aside. all this goodness off here. Okay, I'm going to set it aside over here. Okay. Now you're going to take the salt, the baking soda, and the flour. Now I'm going to have all this. I'm going to have all the instructions in the video description. Okay. So the salt. I'm trying to look at my recipe here, guys, real quick. It's hard to see here. 2 teaspoons. Okay. So I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of salt. Okay. 2 teaspoons of salt, and then the baking soda is a 1/4 teaspoon. Okay. Baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon. Where's the 1/4 teaspoon? There's the 1/8. There's the 1/4 teaspoon. Okay. So I can get that out of the way. And then the flour, which is 4½ cups of flour. I don't sift it. Oh, wait, that's sugar, sorry. So 4½ cups of flour, and I don't sift it. One, 2, 3, 4, 4½. Okay. And you're just going to very gently on very low, just incorporate it. Just get it all together. If you don't have a KitchenAid, use your hands, use whatever that you have. Okay, so I'm going to transfer this. You'll see why in a minute. Okay. Because you have to add things slowly to this. Okay, so now we need the milk. And the milk is 2¼ cup milk. And it has to be warmed. So let me get this warmed. Okay, so I have the 2¼ cup milk. You're not going to get this bubbling hot. You're going to get it warm to your finger touch, okay? So the reason I took the flour out is we're going to be putting the yeast mixture in there. So you're going to be taking the yeast, the honey and the water, and getting all that goodness out of there, pouring it into your mixing pan. Okay? Now once this milk gets warm, then we're going to start putting everything together, okay? So we've mixed the yeast, the honey, and the water. That's in there. That was setting aside. And then we did the salt, the baking soda, and the flour. That's incorporated. That's right here. So now we're going to be taking the milk and 1 cup of flour, and we're going to be putting it into the yeast mixture. Let me get this, make sure this gets warmed up. I have a candy thermometer that I use for this. Make it about 110 degrees, okay? Not hot, just warm. Did you hear that wind coming through my window? Holy cow. Okay, so the milk is, oh, it's just past 110. So you're going to be taking, you're going to add the milk and 1 cup of the flour. So I'm adding the milk to the yeast mixture and 1 cup of flour. You don't have to really measure it, just eyeball it. And you're going to mix it well. If there's any on the sides or the beater, knock it in. You want to get this really nice. Okay, now you can add the rest of it in. Now this has to be a very goopy dough, not stiff. It has to be goopy. Take this off. Okay. See how goopy this is? Maybe you can't see it. Look at this. See how sticky? That's how you want it, okay? Let me do it one more time here. You want it mixed really well. Okay. We're going to take it off. This is sticky. This is exactly what you want. Now, like I said, I don't have any cornmeal to dust the dough with. You actually dust the pan. You grease the pan and then you throw cornmeal in there. I don't have any because the cornmeal will stick to the side. I don't have any cornmeal. I'm out, and I don't know how that happened. I'm never out of anything, but like I said, we have been going through our pantry like crazy since this storm. Actually, since last September when we were evacuated from the fire. We haven't had a break. I'm starting to think someone's trying to tell us we're getting too old to live in the mountains. That's what I'm starting to think. Okay, let me take this off. Let me see, what pans will I use? I'll use these two here. So I'm going to spray the pan. Spray it really well. And if you have cornmeal, now's the time to add it. If you don't have any spray, spray butter or anything like that, use regular butter. Just get it soft and get your brush and put it all in the pans, okay? So let me wash my hands real quick. Okay. So I'm going to try and cut this in half. Where is my cutters? Here we go. So I'm going to try and cut this in half to where it's even. I like using my hands for this. I can get it in there a little bit better. It's very sticky, guys. Okay. So in there. Okay, now what I do next, it's kind of unconventional. I spray my hand and I use that to push the dough down to get it kind of level. Okay? Can you see that? Okay, I think you can see a little bit of it. Okay. I try to get it as even looking as I can. So these two here, these will be for my sons, and then I'm going to make 2 more loaves, one for the freezer and one for us to eat for breakfast. This is so good with breakfast. You toast it, you put an egg on it. Oh my gosh, it's so crispy and it's so good. Okay, so I kind of got that in there. The top might not look so good when it comes out because it's a little uneven, but oh well. So now you're gonna just leave the dough in here and you're gonna let it set for about 30 to 45 minutes until it's like, gotten up, raised up in the pan. Okay? So I'm going to get everything cleaned up. I'm going to set these over by the mantle because our fireplace has been going crazy for the last, it's never been shut off. So it's nice and toasty over there. I'm going to set these by the mantle, and I will bring you back between 30 and 45 minutes. Okie doke? Okay, guys, let's take a peek at the bread. I've got it up here on my mantle. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alrighty, let's get this into the oven. Okay, so we have the oven up to 425. Oh my gosh. Look at how much that has risen. Oh my gosh. All right, so I'm going to put them in the oven. It doesn't matter if you put them on the top or the bottom. You guys know your oven better than anybody else. Okay, so I'll be back after 15 minutes. Okay, let's check the bread. It's been about 15 minutes. Oh, good Lord. Okay. You guys see that? Okay, now let me click on it. You hear that? You hear that hollow sound? Okay, let me get the second one. Let me turn this off. Oh my. So this bread does not take any time at all whatsoever. You hear that? Oh, smells good, looks good. It's got the hollow sound. Now, I don't know if you can see this or not. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. You see this? See all these little holes? That's what you want. You want a bread that's full of nooks and crannies and beautiful holes and everything. Okay, so I'm going to let this cool. I'm going to come back. I'll cut you a piece, show you what it looks like. But guys, you can't get an easier English muffin recipe. You just can't. The longest part, I think, is letting it rise. That's the longest part of it. So I'll be back here real quick, guys. Okay. Oh. Look, oh my gosh. Did you see that? Look at that. Look at all those little nooks and crannies, guys. Oh, I'm not kidding. This is the easiest bread. You cut a little piece here off the end. Oh, man. Let me see if I can get some butter on this. Oh, boy. Oh. You won't be sorry. And when you cut this bread, you can even toast it. It goes beautiful in the toaster. Oh my, look at this. Oh my gosh. All right, let me try. Oh. It's crunchy. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's crunchy. And it's super soft inside. And it's snowing again. Oh, please make it stop. We have over 7 feet. Please make it stop. Oh, guys. This is so good. Look. Look at that. Oh my. Okay. Now to me, It tastes just like English muffins. But I didn't have any cornmeal. If I had cornmeal, the sides and the top would have that crunchiness of the cornmeal on it. Okay, guys, you need to try this. Super good. Peace out. Have a cool day.